Charlotte Fields was one of those little girls who dreamt about the day when Prince Charming would sweep her off her feet and ask for her hand in marriage. The best part was she found him, just as her mother had found her own Prince Charming all those years ago. Charlotte's parents were a fairy tale couple straight out of the storybooks. Henry and Josephine Fields' love story began with a puddle of spilt milk in the cafeteria of their high school that almost took Josephine to the ground. Henry briskly dove across the cafeteria and caught her before she could tumble. I might be exaggerating, but that's how the story is told. At least her parents showed Charlotte how to love. I'd heard their story a million times growing up. Today I heard it again as Charlotte used it in her vows to describe how Brian was her own savior. She spoke with admiration of that cold morning when she slipped on ice and he was the officer who came to her call. I hope that Charlotte and Brian's love story will carry them through until they are old. Unfortunately for Henry and Josephine, it didn't quite end that way. They would have still been in love, but an accident at work claimed his life 4 years ago. His memory is still strong, and his presence lingers in the room, in the shape of an empty seat beside Josephine, decorated with a beautiful floral arrangement. Old family photos sharing all of their favorite memories, and a beautiful white tribute candle sits beside the DJ booth. "I've never seen Charlotte shine so bright," Mom says, sniffling. She takes her hand in mine, squeezing gently. Her green eyes twinkle. Charlotte is like a second daughter to her, and Mom's emotions have been as erratic as mine through the entire ceremony. "She's the most beautiful woman I know," I say. It's my turn to tear up as I turn my attention back to the dance floor. Dan and Shay's big hit bleeds into an old familiar tune. Charlotte breaks away from Brian, and her eyes meet mine. We deemed Love Bug by the Jonas Brothers as our song as a joke many years ago. Charlotte shimmies her hips, lifting the lace bottom of her ball gown wedding dress as she glides across the freshly polished dance floor. Her face lights up, small crinkles forming at the corner of her eyes as she curls her finger at me to step forward. The bass of the music vibrates my chest as the lights strobe in several colors, illuminating the dance floor and Charlotte's white gown. The guests turn their attention to me as Brian steps to the side. I shake my head at her. My auburn hair skims my face, covering my flaming red cheeks. "Come on, Allie Garner. You know you want to dance." I scowl at her as my feet defy me and start moving forward. The hairs on my neck stand on end. Lifting my eyes, I scan the intimate hotel reception hall, only to have my attention land on Logan Fields, Charlotte's older brother. His warm, bright eyes glimmer with the flashing lights, but I'm mostly caught up by the Cheshire grin on his annoyingly perfect face.